Well, we're in Oswego today, and just looking around, doing some traveling, get some things done.
Got my shot.
So here we go. So if you've never been to Oswego, New York, you are today. So this summer, when we take some of our trips, you guys can come along.
Also got the song that was written about it.
Oh, really? What song is that, huh?
Oswego into the wild blue yonder.
Smarty pants. This is a nice little city. There's the hospital sign. They don't really have the slums here. It's just a small city. But it's, it's a city. How far are we from Lake Ontario here?
Oh, you're right on Lake Ontario, Oswego.
So if we go up to Lake Ontario, one of the Great Lakes, there you got Oswego. Lots of places to eat, shop. Oh, it's a college town, Oswego College. We just got done eating at Taco Bell, which wasn't open except for the drive-thru. I think some are and some aren't open right now.
I don't know why they would be. They've opened up 75% of the eateries, so I don't know why you couldn't go in or dine in.
I don't know, social distancing. They had some kind of note on the door, but the wind was blowing so bad I couldn't read it, so I just figured
That's
that.
about the third subway I've seen.
Yeah, I was surprised how many subways they have here. Which I like Subway. They're independently owned. They're a little franchise. They're not too expensive to buy. They're not cheap, but I don't think they're millions of dollars. Probably depending on the area you buy it in, I'm sure. Tourist info. Do people come here to vacation, dear, because of Lake Ontario?
Yeah. A lot of them like to be out on the water.
A lot of times, there's different places up here people like to eat too. That obviously you want to go sit by the water or fishing.
Going
or
by the
whatever.
college. The college is on our right. See the campus right there. Behind the trees, there's the campus right out there.
Yeah, when I went to high school, well, probably 30 minutes from here, and a lot of kids in the local area go there. Of course, people from other places. My son went to a different college. He didn't go to that college, but it's he went to more of a business type of college. My son did. Then we have SU too, which is like a college of forestry and other things. So it's nice. A lot of little things here to do.
Now we're heading the outside of it and the suburbs.
Yeah, now we're getting into the. Well, they don't have. They do have suburbs. Yeah, they do have suburbs.
This guy's going down the lake.
Yeah, we'll take you guys.
I'll be going to Rudy's.
Oh yeah, is Rudy's that far from here?
It's down that way.
Really, Rudy's is a place that everybody likes to go, and I haven't been there for a long time.
Go for fish and that, but
It can be
line,
pricey.
The waiting.
And the line is really, really long.
You're in line for like a half hour, 45 minutes just to place your order.
And you're not allowed to feed the birds or anything. I remember one time an old man put his dinner on top of his car, and within like 5 seconds, the
Sky rats got it.
the seagulls all came down and ate his dinner right off his roof. I mean, they were just like aggressive about it. But they were not allowed to feed the birds there because the birds, I guess, want to help themselves. Felt sorry for the guy because you wait so long and then they ate his dinner in like 2 seconds. So
You waited in line probably an hour to get it.
yep, probably at least an hour. And then you sit down in like these nice booths
And it's
outside.
overpriced, so
Well, it's not too bad, but but for the
it's-
long wait and everything. It's the idea.
overpriced for what you're getting, let me tell you that.
It's for the idea of sitting along the lake.
I went there once, I wasn't impressed.
It's the idea of sitting along the lake and all that
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
stuff.
You can eat along the lake by stopping at Kentucky Fried Chicken and going to take your dinner out to the lake and still enjoy the lake.
Yeah.
You don't have to go buy fish sandwiches and that by the lake.
But yeah, that's one of the events that people do up here. They go up there and, and then there's all kinds of, all along this whole area, on both sides of where Clay and I live, there are like things that people do because of Lake Ontario and that, so.
I've lived out here all my life, so it doesn't seem to impress me.
I want to go to that one restaurant, that Skipper's sometime, just one time.
Skipper's Landing?
Yeah, have you ever been there?
Yeah.
I'll have fish there if we decide to go. Remember that Mama's restaurant we found that was really good for fish? They closed, but that was pretty decent too.
Mama's.
It was like they had like lots of old Coca-Cola stuff there.
Oh, the mill?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of cute little,
Yeah, they closed the mill up.
there's a lot of like, depending on which direction
They
you're,
sold it.
depending on which direction you go, because it's kind of like a resort area. Our area is really weird. It's like farming. We've got people from going up to Lake Ontario. Then we've got the camping, all kinds of stuff because of the lake. And so because of it, like in the summer, we'll get like all the travelers and vacationers will come up, and then different times we'll have like lots of migrant workers, and then we have the local people that always live here. And then of course, if you get towards Oswego, you're going to get the college kids. But it's really a big variety in our area, so it's kind of cool in a way, because you can say, want to do the country, want to do the resort life, want to do the I like the farms, I like the camping. There's lots of things, but with us, we just kind of make our own home like a vacation place, so we can vacation every single day, and that's what my daddy taught us to do that, and taught me to do that, and so that's what I like to do. So my home is like my vacation, even though we can go out, but it's hard because we enjoy things. Now that's just what is that?
It's muckland,
What is that? Just
where they grow onions and potatoes. And
Oh,
things
really?
Like that.
Okay.
It's all muckland.
That's cool.
Looks like it's flooded right now.
Yeah, I thought for a minute there that it was water.
Yeah, there's water on it. That snow has to go somewhere, and it doesn't seep down into the muck like it does into gravel.
So sometimes with camping, which there's nice camping and different, there's different types of camping, but for us sometimes, it's like you get the campers so close together that I just say, well, we can camp on the front porch and go inside in the warm to sleep.
And not be next to anybody.
Yeah, and then you have a little privacy thing too, because sometimes the campsites are right on top of each other. It all depends on which
You don't have
site.
to worry about Bigfoot bothering you in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Make sure he's not out and about, or the abominable snowman in the winter. So, we've never heard anybody up this way say they saw Bigfoot. Actually, I did hear a story before about that. So,
Not bad thing about this, it's all hills. Up and down hill.
yeah, New York is hilly, guys. This is the way.
Well, going to Auburn is all flat land, except for maybe a couple of small hills.
Yeah.
But going to Oswego is a lot of hills. Hills and valleys.
Yep. Compared to other parts
But
of
the
the
nice
country.
thing about going to Oswego is the traffic. You don't have the traffic. If you like to go for a country drive and to go to the city, and you're not driving a lot in the city driving.
And New York, upstate New York is like Connecticut. It's just beautiful. It's, you know, the pretty leaves and lakes, and it's just a beautiful, you know, Maine, Vermont, and all that stuff. It's just beautiful country. Upstate New York is gorgeous. If you like, you know, if that's your thing, you know, it's like that woodsy thing. And we get all 4 seasons here.
Yeah, it's snowing right now.
And if you buy a house in the country compared to a city, it is cheaper, and your taxes are cheaper. We do have taxes on our houses, our dogs, and all kinds of stuff in New York State, though, because we kind of pick up those taxes from New York City. So that's been an ongoing discussion for years. Some people wanting to break off because they felt like we got taxed too high, but we get taxed on a lot of stuff. But it's good living, and we get the benefits too. So, but it is cheaper to live if you ever decide you want to just get a place in New York. Definitely it's cheaper out in the country, but it's really not bad in the suburbs at all. Depending on the type of house that you buy, you can buy taxes probably for a normal house is about probably at least $2,500 a year, right?
The taxes here?
For any place in New
Mine
York.
aren't that high.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to buy a house, it can be anywhere from $25,000 to $10,000, depending on where you buy. No, but we're not, like I said, out in the country is cheaper. But you know, like if I were to buy my same house in the suburbs, everything would be a lot more expensive. You'd probably tack on probably at least $20,000, I would imagine, and everything. It's just the way it is. Location, location, location when you buy real estate.
Yeah, before you decide to buy, you want to go and find out what the taxes and school districts and
do your research. Well, a lot of people
do your research.
A lot of people get into homesteading, and man, you got to find out everything. Because, you know, you think you might
get into homesteading and find out you can't have certain animals.
Right, or you get into...
in your district.
Exactly, and you might go one town over and you can. It all depends on different areas.
You want to find out what the restrictions are. The same way as if you move into town. You might move into town and say, hey, I'd like to have a few chickens. And the town won't let you have them.
Well, and then some people like, oh, north, the heating costs, and then someone else said, yeah, but the air conditioning in the south costs. Or they'll say, your tax is more expensive, but sometimes other places got taxes. You got to take the whole ballpark. It's always good if you know somebody that lives there. That's always the best way, that if you know somebody that will give you the ins and outs. Because my dad always said, find a good church, get a job before you move there, go in that route, you know. But, you know. But anyway, so there you guys go. There's Oswego and the surrounding areas, and I guess we're riding out. So I'm going to end the video here and say it, sweetheart. Remember,
big or small, you too could be a backyard farm.
God bless, guys.